All right, fellas, we got another one today. This is a 2016 Kia Soul. This is the catalytic converter or catalytic converter, and then you got the muffler. Well, that's the resonator, and the muffler is in the rear of the car. I left the muffler in the car. Um, anyway, this cat is clogged. The reason what made me go this route was when I first got the car. This is my mother-in-law car. When I first got the car, she was saying that it wouldn't accelerate. Initially, I had a starter problem because when she was hitting the switch, it wouldn't start. So I replaced the starter, and she told me to drive it. While I was driving, I noticed that there was no power. Initially, I thought it was a transmission issue. So I simply, so at that point, I got my scan tool out and looked for codes. There was really no codes. And I did live trans data, and it wasn't really switching gears per se. It was kind of jumping, like it was staying first, and then when I would stop, I would see it go 2, 3, 4 and jump into fourth gear. I'm not sure if it's a 4-speed or 6-speed automatic. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's just something about it just didn't feel like a transmission. It felt like just something else was going on, because it's like, when a transmission bad, you can hit the accelerator, you can feel the acceleration, but it just, you can tell the transmission not work. It's just a feeling that cars have. This one was just something different. So initially I came home and I took the O2 sensor out, the upper O2 sensor, because this car is tight. It's a 4-cylinder, but it's real tight. So I really couldn't tell at first. So anyway, I took the top O2 sensor out, which is that one right there. And at that time, I didn't know it went into the exhaust manifold. This is not a cat, it's just a manifold. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, this is a 2.0 model. The 1.6 liter and 2.0 have a different exhaust. This one only has one cat. It has the manifold, which is dead, and then the O2 sensor. The flex pipe one has O2 sensor. That's the O2 sensor. So when I took this out, I did notice that the acceleration improved. I took it out and I took it for another test drive, and I noticed that the acceleration, it was accelerating better. Awfully more louder, but accelerating better. So that's what led me to believe the cat was clogged. So at that point, I started to remove the cat, and I took this out first, and exhaust manifold and the flex pipe. When I seen the flex pipe, I didn't think that. I thought maybe the cat was up there because, how you can see but you can't see. So I'm looking at, and I get the manifold loose. I'm like, wait a minute, where's the cat? So I'm looking around for the cat, and I say, okay, well, that's not came, and decided, okay, so this just got one cat, which is dead. So I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but you can see some debris in there. You can see that sand in there. So that's basically the cat breaking down, but it's not real bad like what I'm used to seeing. So I'm like, okay, well, it must be something else going on. Then I thought about it. It's a downstream O2 sensor that goes in the side right here. So at that point, I got my lights, and this light has 3 functions. It's got the back, the front, and then it got the upper part. You can use all 3, or you can use them one at a time. So this time I'm going to use the upper because I'm going into a small hole, which is there. So you simply take this, and then you shine it into the hole, and y'all can see how bright that light was on camera. So when you come to the front and look through here, let me see if y'all can see that. Yeah, can't see no light in there. Now on camera it's a little bit different, but you can kind of see them little pieces in there. But when you poke your head in here, you can barely see light shining through there. So that's how you know this cat is clogged. But I've never seen one cat on newer model cars. They at least have 2. This is the first time I ever seen a downstream cat there. So this car has one single cat. And it has an upper and a lower O2 sensor. But ironic, I didn't have, I don't know what it is, PO 420 or PO 320 or PO 420. My bad, sun came outside. Anyway, I'm not a Kia person. Maybe some of y'all already know this, some of y'all may don't. This for the ones who don't know it. On a 2016 Kia Soul base, there is only one cat. Even when you look up a diagram, I don't know what all y'all using out there, but we use RepairLink. You look on RepairLink, it also shows a flex pipe and a manifold, then it shows the downstream. This is gonna be one of the ones where it may be cheaper to just buy the cat and cut the old cat out and weld a new cat in. That may be the way this got to be done. Or you may can find a resonator and the cat in one assembly. I'm finna start looking now, see if I can look it up on RepairLink. There's no information on it, so I don't know. It's just the way it is sometimes. But I'm pretty sure I can find it somewhere. I'm just not finna start looking. But yeah, that's just the basis of this car today. And she did say at one point in time they had a miss, and I think they put some, I don't know if she said spark plugs or fuel injectors. I can't remember. She made it say they put 4 coils on and 4 plugs. I can't remember. Which technically, if you're working in a regular shop, yeah, that's the way to do it, because you're trying to sell stuff to make money. It's not necessarily ripping you off. It's like, it's good to do it because if you place all of them at the same time, you don't got to worry about one going out later. But in reality, do all 4 coils go bad at the same time? I've never seen that happen. It's a good sales tactic for a shop, and I'm not knocking it because, just the way things work in the industry. You're supposed to upsell. And then you're also doing it for convenience of the customer, because if you're going to do it now, you don't got to worry about it later, if that's the problem. Now, in this particular case, I can't really talk because I wasn't there when it happened. But I'm thinking that whenever it was misfiring, it was probably letting raw fuel get down the exhaust, and it was going to the cat, and it ruined the cat. So I think, personally, when they changed the plugs, it may have been faulty at that point, but maybe not bad enough for them to realize. And like I said, there were no codes. I also looked at misfire data when I was driving down the street, and I didn't see a misfire, not one misfire. So I've also read some things too that said these engines have an oil consumption issue. So it's to do with the piston ring. So what that typically means is oil is getting past the piston ring and it's getting down into the exhaust, which is in return getting into the catalytic converter, which is destroying them. Now, that was related to a 1.6. I'm not sure if that relates to a 2.0. I never did find nothing about the 2.0. The 2.0 is kind of a little more, it's different. But ironically, I got an engine to a 2.0, which is crazy. But anyway, the 2.0 is ironically different. I haven't did a lot of research on the 1.6, but I know this one has a high pressure fuel pump, so it's direct injection. So it could be some stuff with carbon buildup too going on. I'm pretty sure it is, because that's just part of direct injection engines, carbon buildup. But today, this is just the way I found it. I'm gonna ask, do she want me to do a compression and maybe a leak down test? But honestly, I was driving it, and like I said, it was, it's other than the tap, but the tap is, these engines tap a little loud anyway because of direct injection. The injector's a little louder. So other than that, I really didn't feel no issues with the engine. It's just something just kept making me think to check the cat, and that's just what it led me to. So with that being said, is this gonna just tell you what's wrong with your car? No. The thing is, when you find a problem, you can look at Google, you can look at you can ask questions, but you're supposed to take the information that you're receiving and form it into an opinion, and then you gotta come up with your own diagnosis. Just because this car needs a cat doesn't mean your car needs a transmission. Or it doesn't necessarily mean that your car needs an engine, because it could be a cat, it could be engine or transmission. It could be anything. You just gotta go down these steps. Do you have to pull the whole exhaust? No, you don't. I just did that because I like to verify stuff for sure. And since I'm already down here, I might as well do it. I did this at my house. I should have did it at my other house where I got a lift, but I got something else. I'm painting a car over there right now, so I'm kind of multitasking. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, but that's what I came on here to say today. Try to upload videos. Everybody else doing it, so why not? We all can learn from each other. And I didn't see too many videos about the 2.0. A little bit of videos. But to summarize this, it's a bad cat. There's one cat. There's not two. There's a manifold. There's a flex pipe. The flex pipe has the upstream O2 sensor, which would be bank 1, sensor 1. There's only one bank on this car because it's a 4-cylinder. Only times it's 2 banks is if it's a V6 or a V8 or whatever, V12, V10, all that type of stuff. On this engine, there's only 1 bank. So that means bank 1, sensor 1, bank 1, sensor 2. That's diag terms. In the aftermarket world or consumer world, upstream to downstream, O2 sensors. Either way you look at it. There was no fuel trim issues. There was no lean conditions. None of that stuff. It was just only hesitating. I couldn't really verify nothing. So that's what led me down the road to check the cat. I just had a feeling it was a bad cat. But taking that upstream O2 sensor out was a pain in the butt, and taking the downstream out, I had to disconnect the line. Trying to get it out. I had to hammer a 22 millimeter in it. That's the way it looked. That's the oxygen sensor right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's the oxygen sensor. You also can see a little bit of that sanding right there, but I think that's normal. For O2 sensor, it's gonna be a little bit like that. So you really can't tell from it. So yeah, I had to do that, and in the process, I wasn't planning on actually cutting the O2 sensor because I believe nothing wrong with the O2 sensor. It's just a clogged cat. But like sometimes when you're trying to remove this stuff, it's just what you run into. And this is a hell of a O2 sensor. I don't know if it comes with this bucket or how it comes, I don't know. But I know it's some kind of specific oxygen sensor socket. I'll tell you one thing, it's not that one and it's not this one. Neither one of these was working. I had to get a regular 22 millimeter and use a hammer and hammer it on there. After I broke it trying to use this one because it just bounced. It was just, walking around the nut. So I had to get that one in. Where is it? I had to use a regular 1/2 inch. Then I had to use my 1/2 inch impact to get it off of there. Because I ain't had no leverage because the exhaust was out the car. But that's gonna wrap it up. Y'all got any questions or concerns, or just put it down there in the post, and I like to talk too. Like, we can learn from each other. I mean, the reason why I learned how to paint, I don't say I'm an expert, but I'm teaching myself, and that's all based off of YouTube videos. That's how I'm learning how to paint. So, I am a technician, but I'm more of a DIY guy. I respect the DIY community. I'm part of it. So we can all learn from each other, and we can try to help each other the best we can. I haven't done any engine swaps as of yet. That's just something I haven't entertained. I'm about to paint my first car in probably the next couple of weeks. And hey, then we're gonna go from there. Painting. I've been doing my welding. I've been practicing. Maybe y'all go over here so I can show that. Bought this from Home Depot and it's practice on it. I might get a chance to practice today, then again I might not. I would say that I'm doing a lot better than I used to do. So yeah, this is the weld I got too. Best arc. I don't have the one everybody has. It's super cheap. I got the Best Arc 145. So that's the one this is. It's got a 220. Come with a 220 plug with a 110 adapter. So I was using 110 on it. So it's better than that Chicago Electric welder that I had. That Chicago Electric welding helmet I've been having for some years. But anyway, I'm just sharing and catching on the job. But anyway, y'all can leave a comment and I'll respond, and we can just do it like that. Anyway, peace. I'm out.